Appreciation August is on 1 week early at integrativemysticism.com. From now until the 31st of August 2020, enjoy 20% off all Scarlet Moon services, including gift certificates when you applied the codes on your screen. We are now also accepting tips and donations for those of you who've been requesting that for the last 7 years. You can now leave a tip or a donation at my website, integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Taurus. It's time for your weekly horoscope for the coming 7 days. And yes, there is an extra card here because I'm bringing back an old way that I used to do things. For those of you who've been with me for a while, you might remember the 5-card spread versus the 4. And so, without further ado, how does July come to a close for you? This is going to be a week that is all about getting individual journeys and life streams back on their own track, as opposed to maybe having certain journeys or certain spaces that we're working with people get caught up in one thing versus another, you know, taking turns. Oh, it's all about this person's story, or it's all about that person's story, or that person's pursuits. Any kind of situations where we might have been getting kind of tied up in other people's life streams, other people's life lessons, other people's journeys. This is a week where a lot of you Taurus people are getting a chance to kind of all have some space and all have your own personal territory, journeys, and of course lessons back personally, as opposed to sort of sharing in another person's or having it all get tied together like that. In fact, as we get to the spiritual theme of this week, we have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, and we are dislodging stuck and bound conditions. And with the 6 of Pentacles reversed, a lot of you may actually be pulling back a lot of resources, a lot of support, a lot of time that people have gotten really used to you just kind of giving to them willy-nilly, handing out to them willy-nilly. But also at the same time, the same treatment is happening with you, because we are trying to get everyone's stuff back with whom they belong, right? Everything is getting returned to the creator or creatrix or maker of such. And it does look like with the 6 of Pentacles reversed, it is all about people being able to now have the freedom to move without necessarily being caught up in, well, what's going on over here with my friend? Or, well, I want to work on my own life and my own life's journey, but my partner this, or my family member that, or my job this, or my clique that, or my religion this, or my politics that. Screw all of that. In fact, honestly, with the 6 of Pentacles reversed, what's happening here is there is a lot of support for people who are actually taking a lot of those activities and energies, pulling them back in so that they can actually be handled and worked on and advanced and evolved without all of that extra coloring and all of that extra feedback and all of that extra influence. As we get on to the material concerns, when we talk about your wealth and your finances, we've got the Knight of Cups in reverse. And this week, you're going to need to be paying attention to where we have to reset some boundaries with some clinging or maybe even otherwise controlling influences and individuals as it relates to our finances, to our personal resources, our material resources, and our own jobs. Now, what I'm getting from the Knight of Cups in reverse is that a lot of this really does have to do with maybe too much of an interconnecting going on here, and there's almost too much of a what's mine is yours happening. And this could be coming from a client, a customer, this could be coming from a boss, a business partner, even friends and family can sometimes do this, where they are either A, getting really clingy on you, you're kind of carrying their load and, you know, giving them all kinds of special treatment, or B, what's happening is that they're trying to buy you and control you with material incentive, material goods. It does look like with the Knight of Cups reversed, you Taurus people may be encountering all versions of this week, and make sure that you are allowing yourself not to have your journey suspended or put on ice so that it can be all about the Knight of Cups in reverse, because otherwise that is going to, you know, create some issues. We might be having some, yeah, we might be doing okay when it comes to our personal abundance this week. I honestly think you will, but we don't want to sell out to them either, or support them, or get drained or vampirized by them, because sometimes that can happen with the Knight of Cups reversed. Sometimes we find out we're supporting somebody or letting somebody rob us blind. Take a step back. As we get on to the community card, we talk about friends, relatives, other people in our life, our groups, our social support system. We've got the Seven of Pentacles upright, and we've got some positive news about, again, a work in progress, but it's something that has to be completed by somebody else. It is something that you really don't want to run in and start shaking about. And that's a really important thing with the Seven of Pentacles. It is something that it's in the oven, right? It's in the works. You don't want, when you're baking something in the oven, you don't open the oven every 30 seconds and let all the hot air out so you can, just stare at whatever you're cooking. Same deal with the gal in the picture here. She's got all of her equipment here, whatever she's creating with her, with her plan, with her potions here. She can't go in and just start messing with things, trying to shake it up, trying to make something go faster, heat things up hotter, dump more in. Everything is in perfect balance. And I think that this is a sign of something actually having a breakthrough very, very soon, possibly a sign that we've crossed the victory line. We just have to wait maybe to get our prize. As we get on to your personal challenge or personal lesson for this week, we've got the Hermit upright. All must be free to grow their own, right? We are purging a lot of entanglements, a lot of attachments. We've talked a lot about that with the Six of Pentacles reversed, and the Hermit is a great complement to that. How are you doing with your own personal work? Your own personal work on your own personal life stream. When we talk about your connection to spirit, we talk about your spiritual path and practice, artistic crafts, working on your own personal evolution, mastery, and sovereignty. Look around. Has your life become about, again, other people? Maybe it's too much about a spouse, or it's too much about money, or it's too much about fitness, or it's too much about church, or it's too much about family, or it's too much about politics, or it's too much. How on earth are you going to work on yourself if you are, and actually evolve to be a being that is above it all, if you are getting caught up in the petty dramas and the entanglements of these lower realm priorities? The Hermit card upright and the Six of Pentacles reversed are asking you to, again, let everyone have their own journey this week. The only company you need to keep is the company that actually is working with you. They are actually on the same journey. They are at the same comparable level of discipline, mastery, dedication, and strength to what they're truly passionate about and their own evolution and ascension process in whatever they are passionate about. We don't need to get involved in excess distractions, even if it might sound like you want to be there, because some people process through those things. I mean, social media, it's better, honestly, if you don't let yourself ladle your whole experience with that. As we get on to your relationships, love, and romance, we've got the Two of Wands upright, and very, very cool energy coming through with the partners gaining power and influence, as well as new partners for those of you who are maybe available to new people, holding a great power coming into your life. Because with the Two of Wands, we see an element of mastery, but also a new commitment being formed here. Now, this may not necessarily feel like a very romantic commitment right away, but the Two of Wands upright is a pact. It is a promise. It is a bond being forged that is serving a greater good. Now, this is something that a partner may come into that is helping the relationship and giving them the power and the resources to do so, something you forge together, or possibly how you go about meeting somebody new. So that is what I've got for you, Taurus people. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And if you ever want to get a session with me, take advantage of the sale, or leave a tip or a donation, go to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.